So we have a local area network up here, something to look into, a closed area network, the different ECUs, body ECU, the car's ECU being the brain. This is just a little bit about the electrical, the conventional, and then there's another form where the conventional is the positive is what's where the electrons are flowing through, like this way, whereas the other one is where the negative electrons are flowing through the circuit. And then over here we have a little bit of a diagram where we have a switch, we have a fuse, another fuse, a relay. There's a diagram of how grounding on a car works and how it completes the circuit. Over here is what happens when a car is wired with a switch on the positive and it has a short circuit where the positive hits the ground or the car and short circuits it, whereas the electrons are flowing through this part of the positive rather than the rest of it going through the rest of the circuit. So there's no resistance over here. Over here is a little bit of a close-up on the trailer hitch and the boat trailer. Up here is some of the boat trailer wiring. This is an example from Bucky's trailer. These are the parking lights, the grounds connect to them, the positive energy coming into them. Here are the tail lights and some more of the tail light parking light lights. And you have two positives coming in, and as you can see, it's grounded to the trailer. Two more positives, and something that to note is that the way that these three positives of that control the taillights. Something to note that I learned today is that there's a module that turns those three inputs to two outputs of positive energy to the taillights. And there's three functions. There's the left turn, there's the brake light, and then there's just normal ambient on the light. The tail light is on. And here's kind of a little bit of a wiring diagram of that. The tail light diagram. This is what would be found in a car. There's the knob that does the left turn signal. There's the brake pedal that does the brakes, and then there's the other knob that would turn on the tail lights. And up here we have just an example of a closed circuit television. This was just a tie-in. This is another example to the closed area network. Mm-hmm. This would be found in like security systems. An example that was given was like London's CCTVs would only be controlled by London rather than in the open network where anyone could control them.
Okay, and you can also add in AI in the system too if you were smart enough.
Yeah.
If you know you had 500 citizens and everybody's under the camera, and the camera, you can ask it, out of these 500, which ones are males, which ones are females? Can you learn a face for me and remember that face for me? And then, where is this face today?
Yeah. So that's something else to note too.
Yeah.
And that's the overview of what we went over today.
And then you could also do license plate after that too. When did this license plate run by?
Yeah. There's something else to note is that the ECU can control the switch too, and I thought that was kind of interesting, or it can control the circuit rather than a conventional switch. ECU, conventional switch. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, so just imagine that this relay it already has, let's say it already has a positive. And so I want this to become an electromagnet. The only thing I'm missing is a ground signal to make that a magnet. And if that ground signal comes from the ECU, then we're complete. Then this becomes a magnet, and the magnet makes contact with these two fat wires, and then electricity will finish its path to ground, and we're done. This light bulb will light up, or the motor will run, wherever it is that wants to run. And all it is missing a ground signal from the ECU.
Okay. Yeah.
And then that ECU can be programmed whatever way you want it to program.
Yeah. To send the negative signal whenever it wants to send the negative signal.
Yep.
You could be like, hey, ECU, send this negative signal, and then it'll
You
send
can
it.
do it voice activated.
Yeah.
Pop the trunk. Turn on the dome light. Or like, don't ever pop the trunk if I'm like past 5 miles an hour. You can program it like that. And you're like, somebody in the car is like, pop the trunk. And the ECU's like, how fast am I going? Oh, 50 miles an hour? I'm not going to pop the trunk for you.
Yeah.
Or like the trunk is open. Don't let the car go more than 15 miles an hour. You can make all sorts of conditions.
Yeah.
It's like rules and so these things are called functions. In math, we call them functions. Okay.
And here's.
So after this, we'll learn about mini splits.
Yep, mini splits are next. Here's the board, and that'll be it. I believe it's 12. Let me see.